urgent case. There is a global crime syndicate on the rise, responsible for numerous murders and assaults worldwide. So who are these masterminds? Mosquitoes.
So the question I asked for this project was, are the partner qualities of cyano rhizobium correlated across plant hosts?
And break it until it's like this. That's essentially the question that the Coca-Cola lab studies.
Disease. So it is a fatal neurodegenerative disease of the family servant caused by misfolded prion proteins. So prion proteins that exist in all.
Today I'm going to be telling you about our ongoing journey to determine the breeding system of a rare plant species, as despite the continued interference of a group of very small insects called the thrips.
So this is a project I'm working on right now. I'm looking at evolutionary correlations between ovipositors and morphology of hosts. So what is a parasitic wasp?
So this is a room full of biologists. I'm sure most of us are familiar with this, the carbon cycle. Most people are familiar with the idea of oceans and vegetation being major sinks.
If it has, we can dilute the fresh media, thereby enriching for that variant of food population. And if it hasn't, we can keep growing the population and able to.
Wow. So why are there so few of this time? Well, as I mentioned, there's been a huge decline in native birds. Of the 113 bird species that originally existed on the Hawaiian Islands, only 42 species remain. Today,
Hive in like kind of small complete spaces that we wouldn't expect with that psyche of the beach.
Our current bee proxy species represent the responses of our native bee species to environmental disturbances. So this is a literature review that I'm working on.
So it has been exactly 8 months since the release of Charlie XCX's Rat album, now Grammy Award winning. And for those of you who are not familiar with Charlie and her album, in the 360 music video, she sits down with all the it girls of today, and they are searching for the next it girl of the year. But little did Charlie know that actually a year prior to this album release, I actually conducted my own search for it girls. And these are female mosquitoes that have it.
There's work on developing a model of raising human hepatocytes or liver cells in engineered pigs. The goal would be to reduce the need for clinical trials in people. And eventually they might use some of those human hepatocytes to help reinforce liver function in people.
Which is specifically the set of reactions that allow for carbon fixation. The rate of the Calvin-Benson cycle will determine the rate at which sugars get produced within the plant. We can divide the Calvin-Benson cycle into 3 separate parts: the carboxylation, the reduction, and the regeneration parts.
The cells and DNA can then be picked up for forensic molecular methods. It's a great tool for biodiversity monitoring because you can detect rare or cryptic species that may not be detected with conventional methods. And it's really great for insects because they don't have to spend hours.
So I'm going to be talking today about one of these, and I'm very excited for this particular one because this is my country. This is in Ecuador. So Ecuador, or the fauna that's over there, is split into these 2 main areas: the western and eastern Ecuador by the Andes. So